Yo YouTube, AJ here, back at it again with another video. And in today's video we're going to be talking about Kuro Games, the Game of the Year award for the mobile games. Yes, I know a lot of people probably are confused clicking on this saying, what, didn't the mobile game awards happen? Did Monopoly win? That is a small one, guys. We're now going to be talking about the big one. We're going to be talking about why players need to get ready to vote, as well as why there's going to be huge rewards that will come in if Kuro Games wins, as well as how it's going to affect you guys, not just in Wuthering Waves, but in the entire gacha space. But without further ado, if you guys like the content on the channel, make sure you hit a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for always supporting me. Thank you guys for keeping the lights on this channel. We're almost to 4K, then we're pushing towards 10K. I want to be the best Wuwa creator in the space. I want to be the top one. So thank you guys for always supporting me and helping me out. Without further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay guys, so a lot of you guys are confused. If you are still confused, the mobile game awards are big awards, right, for mobile games. However, they're not the big one. They're not the one that everybody's gunning for. In fact, if you guys know, the game awards is slated for December 11, 2024. However, when you click on this, and I need to explain to you guys why it's important, and I have another tab here explaining the ins and outs. We're gonna go deeper for a second. It says live Thursday, December 12th, 10th anniversary. Now this isn't just something small that Kuro Games will be attending, guys. This is a very huge game awards. It's not like every other year where the Game Awards has always been a great show to showcase any games that are doing good. It also brings, when a game wins an award, people also have that sense of the casual player base, right? Maybe I should go check that game out. Maybe I should be interested in this or give it a try, right? So mobile games fit in that category. A lot of people play games on the go, or a lot of people know that a lot of these gacha games are able to be played on PC and console. If you guys remember, there is the Tokyo thing coming up. I do expect the PlayStation release date. Now, this is important. Why? A lot of eyes. This is the game show, guys. Now, if you remember from last year, right, guys? These were our nominees, if you remember. Final Fantasy Crisis, or whatever, 7 Ever Crisis, Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Still never played that. I've never even heard of that until I saw this. Monster Hunter Now, Terra Nil, and the winner, as you guys see that's flashing on the screen with the confetti, was Honkai Star Rail. If you guys remember what happened back then when Honkai Star Rail won, this was it. Yes, HSR won a lot of other awards, but the TGA was the nail in the coffin to where, remember, Dr. Ratio was never intended on being free. He never was not going to be free, a limited 5-star unit as a character given out if they didn't win this. Because of this award, because of everything that was happening, we now ended up getting that free ratio, and they said thank you to the community, which is very rare for Hoyoverse, guys. You have to understand why that was huge at the time, and it started a controversy, if you guys remember, between Hoyoverse and Genshin. Now we're going to talk about Wuwa and how this is going to impact the space, but I need to give you guys that context because Hoyoverse was not known to be that generous, but HSR is like their most generous game, even over ZZZ. Like a lot of people, I think, if you're just being objective, look at that. Now, how does this affect Wuthering Waves? Well, because if you guys remember in the mobile game of the year video I did, Wuthering Waves was a runner-up. So look at these 5 choices, guys. What do you think? And let me know in the comments down below. What do you think are going to be the 5 categories or 5 games that are going to be nominated in the mobile game of the year? Now, me personally, if I'm going to make a decision, if I'm going to bet a pick, right, guys? This is going to be very hard for Wuwa, but I think, and this is where, if you're a Genshin fan, if you're a Hoyo fan, if you're a Wuthering fan, I think everybody should band together, and why I think you should vote for Wuthering, and I'm going to get into that. But I think the 4 categories will be Genshin, ZZZ, Honkai, Wuwa, and Monopoly Go, because Monopoly was the winner, if you guys remember, of the Game Awards. Now, here's the thing, guys. The voting will be taking place soon. So, in my honest opinion, does Wuwa have a chance to win it all this year? Does Wuwa have a chance to where it's like this? HSR, where it's shining? Yes, a high chance. And one of the things is, guys, Wuwa is rewarding their players not only for just, just playing the game and they're appreciative. If they win something like the Game Awards, we are probably going to get something huge. This is around December time. I don't know what characters are going to be releasing then. I don't know if there's like a guys, you don't understand. a company that's giving out a free Zhang Liao that's rewarding. The PGR players even tell me all the time, like, hey, this is nothing new. If they win the big one over Hoyoverse, right, and they reward us players, like, dude, you guys don't get it. Like, man, like, and a lot of things, like, and here, let's just go ahead, let's just do this real quick while I'm at it and while we're talking to you guys. If you guys remember Genshin Impact, basically, right, guys? Like, I'm not a fan of Genshin Impact. I'm not the biggest one, but I'm not a hater of Genshin either. One of the things I would like to say is, you look at Genshin's update, right? Just everything they're doing is because of Wuthering Waves. And I mean that, and I'm telling you guys that truthfully, like, even as I'm scrolling down, right? And we're going to get to Genshin's big updates and stuff like that soon over here for Natland. You're like looking at all the free rewards they're giving out for Natland, everything like that. The free 5-star, right, was a direct counter to Wuwa's success. Like, all this stuff that Natland's getting hyped for, right, is because Wuwa has been rewarding players since day one. They're appreciative of so many different things that the player base has done. So Genshin has to compete in some way. They know they can't sit back and relax anymore, because guess what? It's a competitive market again. If Wuwa was to win and give us a reward, Genshin's going to be like, oh man, here we go again. And I just don't know if Genshin was to win, right? With all this stuff they're showing you guys right now, if Genshin wins, I don't think they're gonna reward anybody. You know what I mean? Like, this whole thing, and I'm sorry it took so long to get there, guys. This 5-star selector, we did not, like, where do you think it came from? On top of that, it's a little bit pathetic, and I want to say this, you made this far, that Genshin said, here's a free 5-star standard. You're 5 years in. It's your 5-year anniversary, right? And you want to give a standard. You can't give us a limited selector. Doesn't even have to be the new characters, right, guys? They could have gave you guys any characters from year 2, year 3, year 4. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be any of the new ones. Or if they didn't want to give what's it called, a limited selector, they didn't have to do a standard selector. They could have gave, what did Wuwa do? What did HSR do? And we're not going to say, oh, Hoyoverse doesn't do that, because HSR did that. They could have gave out one of the Natland characters right now. It doesn't have to be their version of Himiko, that Archon in Natland. I'm sorry, guys, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I believe it's with an M. But that's why I'm saying this is very important for players to understand, especially if you made it this far, that if Genshin was to win, and I think Genshin and ZZZ are the two games I don't want to win, only because I'm not sure if they would reward you. And you guys have to understand, it makes waves in the gacha space. What Kuro is doing is affecting not only ZZZ, it's affecting Genshin, it's even affecting HSR. Like, all these games now, guys, are competing against each other. The HSR dev team does not like the Genshin dev team. If you guys do your research and look internally, and I'm not even kidding, like, there's been a lot of talk behind that where those two companies are even, I mean, it's in the same company, but those two games and their dev teams are very competitive. But I'm telling you guys, if Wuwa was to win and give out a crazy reward or a crazy character because of how generous they are, right, at that time, you know, this is going to impact all your other games. And I see it as a worldwide W for the gacha space. But yeah, guys, I wanted to get my thoughts out because we're approaching that date really fast, right? Really heavy, and it's important all of us together band together. If you like Wuwa, support Wuwa, because I know just the way this company operates. They reward their players. They just want to make the best game possible. You can go watch the CEO interview, man. You look at him, he's tired. He just wants the best game possible. This is the big one, guys, right here. This is, look at this, public tickets and sale November 1st. I really do think in a couple weeks here, guys, we're gonna get the voting, so be prepared. I'll give everybody an update on it for what's being nominated where. I do believe Wuwa, if I was to give it an instant lock though, and my final thoughts, Wuwa and ZZZ are definitely gonna be in here. I think Genshin will be, I think Genshin and HSR probably will be in here, just because I can't see, like, Penacony was crazy. Genshin, even if you don't like Genshin, you know, we can't ignore the huge, like, impact Natland is leaving right now. And the one big troll, I would say, out of all this you guys made it for is if Monopoly Go ends up in this damn category and they end up winning again. That would be the craziest. I can't even fathom that. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know your guys' thoughts on who you guys think is going to be winning. Let me know your guys' thoughts on who you guys think is going to be nominated in the category. That's it for this video, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.